Hello, Bob. How you doing? Don't eat too many donuts. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I just wanted to point out something. Thanks for all the interesting work you're doing. It's fantastic. Um, wow. Wish I was a scientist, but I'm not. But I wanted to mention that I found these two samples in the cargo container when moving stuff around, and they seem to be similar to the one that you're testing, I think. So the same kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Broad shellification effect. I'm kind of referring to these funny holes. I mean, this is extrusion alloy. You know, I buy it North Star Salvage or scrap yards. It doesn't look like that when you buy it. It's very polished. Do I have a sample of what you buy? Anyway, conventional bar stock turned into this kind of liquid. I was going to see if there's any patterns in this thing where it was sitting, usually on wood or milk crates. Because sometimes what these things are sitting on, maybe like wood or milk crates or something like that, the impression will go into it, the bottom of them or the top. I don't know where the other half of this is. It just simply fell apart like old rotten rubber. Now I did find a similar one that you're testing. Similar pattern. Now I did have a bar that I sold on eBay that had a fingerprints in it that Alex Pizarro picked up on a milk crate a long time ago. That was in the 80s. And he claimed it was cold and sticky feeling to it. It was during a Sunday, I believe a Sunday in the 80s, preparing for a test for visitors kind of thing we always used to do. I think it was the Canadian government guys who were quite excited in some ways. We're talking about Dr. Wilson, talking about how the fields would put all the atoms into a ball and go into the sample. Dr. Wilson, Harold Wilson of Defense Regions Establishment Pacifica, along with Dr. Lorne Kuhn of Canadian Defense Technical Intelligence Agency, they never ever gave me the videos. So this sample, it's got the same kind of patterns as this fellow here. Now, I don't have too many of these samples. I mean, you're welcome to them if you want them. If you're visiting, I'll just give them to you. I am having a hard time selling these things on eBay. So you're welcome to whatever you want. I might get a sale a couple times a year, and it's kind of ridiculous. But luckily, Jean bought a number of samples and found some fascinating things with them, and he's published YouTube videos on that finding of his. Hopefully he may donate to you one of those samples he's so excited about. But again, this has got this kind of weird pattern to it. This one and this one I don't know how close I can get with this thing. But they're yours, Bob, if you want them. Or if anybody else wants them, test them, that's cool too. At least your folks are giving me information on these things. Besides the Japanese labs, the Kyoto Institute of Technology, the German labs, the Greek labs, Dr. P.T. Pappas of Greece. Oh my goodness, U.S. folks, and who else? A Canadian, George Hathaway, of course. But, I mean, they got all that. Those older reports, you're welcome to that stuff too if they're any good to you. Maybe not. So I'm just continuing on what I'm doing these days. Rebuilding some lab to do experiments again, right? And taking care of my nautical items, machine tools and artillery, which I should take a walk over to what I pulled out yesterday. In regards to artillery, this is Navy stuff. Navy stuff. Wood for building things, to hold things. Okay. Fully organizing some things here. I got these cannon parts over here. I wanted to say I got my work cut out for me. That all goes together. And I'll be pulling out more of these things. These are, let's see, let me open it. Here, okay. Everybody needs cannon barrels or something, huh? These are brand new, never used in the crate. 25 millimeter. So I got 3 of those. 25 mm. I have 37 mm. Where is that? Right here. And I got 40 mm barrels in original crates. A lot of those. So I eventually get all this stuff organized and machine tools. Nice little grinder. Lots of vintage Navy stuff. Another cannon barrel. So I have to, I'm starting with this container. Wow, I mustn't get tired looking at all this stuff here, organized. I got a crate there on the floor. You can see that's a Beaufort's barrel. I got all these cannon barrels to pull out. Then I got to pull out some of these machine tools. And at the very back, I'll go around to the very back. I'll make this a long video, why not? Show you what I have to pull out and place perhaps in here somewhere. It's going to be interesting. Good workouts, if nothing else. Yeah. Ooh. So, so these have a back door. Drilling machine, of course. Oh, I get tired looking at this. Anyway, no. So I have this unit. It's a Navy, one of a kind probably in the world. Sighting device. About 1,000 pounds. So that can, no, I don't think it'll come out this door. That's got to be dragged all the way down there. To the front door. So I got milling machines. Excello mill, closing mill. Goes on and on. And I think that is more machine tools on the floor there. Vintage, another vintage grinding machine. You gotta think one day at a time, John. So I got my work cut out. God, heavens. Well, that's the machine container. Boy. Stuff will go in these racks to operate the ray gun. Vintage stuff will go on these racks here. I'm getting another rack in. I feel like a squirrel, for Pete's sake. They like to pack things tight, don't they? Okay, this is this container here. Machine tools. And we have container number 2. Yes, squeak machinery. And all kinds of funny things. Cannon parts, pieces of warships. I mean, everybody needs a Mark 14 gun sight, right? Instruction manual. Oops. Gun sight, Mark 14. Mod 6.7. Mods 8. Well, yeah, because I got a bunch of those too. We have a lot of Carla Connection things, and here, of course, got a kilo attitude of that. Walking boots. Big ones. Lots of videos, documents, which I want to unload. Photographs. Artillery, lots of it. Vintage. What's that? Photographs. Should I continue on with the video? Why not? What the hell? Let's see. Climb up here. Gotta put this down.